Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabre, here. Still hot. Not as hot as last week, but it's still pretty freaking hot. But it does feel a little bit cooler. Not enough to whip out the royal regalia, so today I only have my horror icon t-shirt. Yes, indeed. So that's what I'm wearing today, to try to cool off. But again, I don't want to not do content, so I would rather, level down my gear a tad, just so that I don't feel quite as hot, but I'm still functional and brain still working enough that I can make content. Yes, indeed. So I apologize for the looking like a peasant as opposed to my usual fancy-looking self. Yes, indeed. But I am here to regale you with a movie review. Yes, indeed. Trying to get back into doing proper movie reviews. And this was recently released on HBO Max. I'm not promoting streaming, but I haven't been able to find a copy of this. And it's one of those movies that I wanted to see in the theater, but unfortunately life gets in the way, and unfortunately my movie-going experiences are very small and very rare, which sucks. But I wanted to see it because it's a combination of two genres that have been very successful in horror recently. I might be wrong, but the first example of this was Happy Death Day, that combined time travel like in Groundhog's Day with a slasher movie. I quite enjoyed that one. The next one that I knew about was Freaky, that combined the Freaky Friday element with a slasher. And it had Catherine Newton and Vince Vaughn, and it was a lot of fun. I liked that one. And we've had stuff like Totally Killer, like My Best Friend's Exorcism, stuff like that. And there's even a Christmas one, and I thought was pretty good. I'm digging this one. And we eventually got one for the rom-com slasher combination, and that's what I wanted to talk about, Hard Eyes, which is why I have these heart-shaped glasses today. Yes, indeed. And I was like, a rom-com combined with a slasher. Why not? Let's give it a go. And it does follow a lot of the tropes of this particular genre, where you have the meet cute, where there's a woman that's just too busy. She's too much of a go-getter, and she's too busy making a career for herself to ever establish love. Or she also might be suffering from a bitter breakup. Yes, indeed. She was in love, but the guy turned out to be a bit of a douche. And now he's with someone else, and the girl can't get over it. And, usually she has job problems, and she meet-cutes this guy that they have a little bit of a friction first. They might not get along, they might think that each other's too cold, too much of a bitch or a bastard. And then eventually, through things, they discover they have a lot more in common, and they fall in love. Sickening. And in this one, it does follow the tropes. Also, another trope of the rom-coms is that there's a misunderstanding, a potential breakup, and then they come back together and again love. Bullshit. But this one has the addition of a slasher. The Hard Eyes slasher. It has a really cool mask. I really like the design of the mask. It has this like little smile. It has the heart-shaped eyes, and the thing is kind of like my dome, but stitched up. I like the design of him. Yes, indeed. And he comes with a black coat and boots and everything, and he murders people on Valentine's Day. And you're like, well, maybe there's this guy that hates Valentine's. He's been alone his whole life, and he's bitter, and he's going to take it out on all that lovey-dovey bullshit. We don't know. And this story encounters two people that have the meet cute, and they talk, and then the Hard Eyes killer is like, more victims, and he starts stalking them, and you also have the misunderstanding, blah, blah, blah. But I liked it. I liked the fusion of these two genres, the rom-com and the slasher. I thought it was a lot of fun. The main guy is the guy from the newer Scream series that gets stabbed like 16 times, but is still alive somehow. And this one, he still takes a beating and keeps on ticking. Yes, indeed. And the main girl's cute. and likable. And they do have nice chemistry, and that's what really sells this. If the two main leads didn't have any chemistry, then you wouldn't give two shits about them, and you'll be just like waiting and waiting for the Heart Eyes killer to kill them off. But in this one, they do have good chemistry, they do interact very well, and you kind of do want them to survive and get back together. And it has some really cool kills, a lot of CGI blood, unfortunately, which is a more recent thing from the horror genre. And I get it from a movie-making point. If you use CGI blood, you don't have to waste time cleaning the blood and then reshooting everything, and you have continuity errors. I kind of get it, but I don't like CGI blood personally. I just don't like it. But the kills are cool. It has a really cool look of a killer, and the two leads sell it. So I'm all for more of these mixing and matching of two movie genres with the horror genre. Yes, indeed. What will we get next? I don't know, but if it's as good as what we've gotten recently, I'm all for it. So I do recommend you check out Heart Eyes. Again, always promote physical media so you can get the Blu-ray of it. Get it, because you'll probably get a lot of cool special features, which is what I want to do. I want to get a copy of this. But if you already have HBO Max, it's streaming there, and you can watch it for free because you're already paying for the streaming service. So yes, check out Heart Eyes. It does get a very good 4 out of 5 glowing hearts recommendation from your old pal, Professor Macabro. I have another movie to talk about, but until I see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro thanking you and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.